TOLMACHOV, the Ukrainian champion. He won a silver medal at the European Youth Championships in 2019. He's just 20 years old. Got a bye and then beat Ziad El Mahor of Belgium in his last fight, but ran out of steam quite badly at the end of round 2 and then in round 3 as well, so maybe that'll play a part. Omurbek BEKZHIGIT of Kyrgyzstan had a bye and then beat George Crotty on a split 4-1. Pretty extraordinary fight. He lost the first round, he had a point deducted in the second round. I thought he may well have lost that second round as well, but he got it, at least with most of the judges. Still left him a mountain to climb, really. He was still behind anyway, going into that final round by a point, but he knocked Crotty down in the third, won that final round. That meant there were 3 scores of 20, 28, 28. Got them all and went through. It was it was remarkable stuff. He's quite crude as a fighter, I would describe him as that. He's aggressive, he comes in quite low with the head. That's why he was deducted the point in that fight against Crotty, but he was effective. He was effective, and he really took it all away from Crotty with the knockdown in the third round. He just didn't really have anything left after that, Crotty, and it was a kind of big, wide, smearing right hand that didn't seem to have loads on it, so I think he's maybe quite heavy-handed, BEKZHIGIT. It was a mad fight, really. We've seen some brilliant ones in Ring B, and in terms of incident and the way it finished with the 3 drawn scores and the 3 stars by those 28-28, it was something. Rodrigo Garcia in charge of this one. TOLMACHOV Ukraine in the red, BEKZHIGIT Kyrgyzstan in the blue. Early warning there to BEKZHIGIT for making contact with the inside of the glove, and that's not great news for him maybe, because he does throw wide shots a lot of the time. That was a straight right hand to the body. That's a rarity from what I saw of him the other day. As I said, he can come in quite low with the head, and he looks to throw from all angles. There's a wide right hand. And again, the referee talks to him about that, and that could be an issue. We saw Kudoyin, the Russian fighter, disqualified in Ring B for 3 points deducted midway through the second round for dipping low with the head, which he does do, and for hitting with the inside of the glove, which every now and again he also does do, because he throws those big wide shots. The referee in his first fight didn't seem too worried about it. In the second fight, very much so, and off he went. So he needs to be careful, BEKZHIGIT. Digging to the body there. Again, just whipping with that right hand, walking in behind it. As I said, he's quite unorthodox. He is aggressive. Left hand there. Catches TOLMACHOV. TOLMACHOV just backed up to the ropes there. He's back completely square on the ropes. BEKZHIGIT looking to really get on top of him here. Caught him with a left hand, and a left hand on the inside again there. I think he might have just hurt him a little bit. There's a slight plaster over the left eye of TOLMACHOV, a little steri-strip, I think it is. You're allowed that. It doesn't really do anything to protect the cut, to be honest with you. It'll be dislodged the first time it gets landed on. BEKZHIGIT again onto the front foot. 30 seconds remaining. TOLMACHOV has struggled to keep him off in this opening round. Shake with the right hand, ended up throwing the left there, BEKZHIGIT. Not sure if that was the plan or whether it just ended up happening. Bell goes at the end of the first round, and He's had a good round there, I think, the fighter in the blue corner. He was a bit more disciplined than I saw him in that opening fight. Difficult to see how he won't have won that one. Staying on his feet between rounds there, Tolmachov. And I said in that fight against El Mahor, 10-9s across the board there for BEKZHIGIT. Easy round to score, I thought. As I mentioned, in that fight against Ziad El Mahor, the one fight he's had so far, he did get tired at the end of round 2 and then early in round 3. And at times he looked quite tired there in round 1. He got to win this round now, Tolmachov. He's got to summon up the effort and get this done, or he's going to have a huge mountain to climb. He knows what he's going to get from BEKZHIGIT. Well, roughly speaking, he does. I don't think you can ever know exactly, because I'm not sure BEKZHIGIT knows exactly what he's going to do. Right hand there from Tolmachov. That was a decent looking shot. He comes flying off the ropes there, BEKZHIGIT, with two big, wide, winging left hands. Left hand lands there, and a big left hand landed right on the chin, and again, and Tolmachov, I think, was buzzed a little bit by that. He's not absolutely steady in there, I don't think. He was caught by two big left hands on the trot within a matter of seconds. Bad start to the round for him. And again, he's just getting clipped here. BEKZHIGIT trying not to go too crazy. Pushed back to the ropes here, Tolmachov, and I just don't think he's got anything left here, really. We're 4 minutes into the fight. Left hand landing again from BEKZHIGIT. Climbs into a right, and Tolmachov just cannot keep him at bay. He just can't. As I said, he comes in a little bit low with the head. He's pretty square most of the time. He looks to throw those wide shots. It's the jab that you need here. Straight right hand. He throws those big winging hooks, and right hand on the inside was decent there for Tolmachov. That's what he needs. Short, sharp punches. If he must trade on the inside, they're going to land quicker than the wide shots thrown by Tolmachov. That's just pure geometry. But he's a real handful. Referee just talking to him about turning his back. And again, just backed up to the ropes, Tolmachov.
Ringside judges from Japan, Uzbekistan, England, Algeria, and Hungary. Referee in the ring, right hand off the back foot there from Tolmachov, just caught BEKZHIGIT, who just sets those feet as he's in the corner and just let his hands go. He almost closes his eyes and just lets his hands go when he gets into distance. I'm not being absolutely serious, but it's almost the case. He gets where he wants to be and then just lets you have it. Ladies and gentlemen, fighting out of the blue corner and representing the ring.
Final few seconds of round 2. Big left hand again there from BEKZHIGIT. He's landed a few of those in his second round. And again, just cuffs Tolmachov with another left. Won't be surprised if we see maybe the odd 10-8 in there, because, well, maybe not. He did throw enough back towards the end there, Tolmachov. BEKZHIGIT did hit him with some big shots in the first half of the round. I wouldn't say it was total dominance, so necessarily, but Morocco's gone for one there. Taipei, Sri Lanka, Bulgaria, Sweden all happy with 10-9, so BEKZHIGIT's out of sight here, really, unless Tolmachov can produce what would be a pretty stunning comeback. There are those wide left hands, wide right hands. It's easy for me to say this, sat at a safe distance, but if you find yourself at that distance with him, if you can manage to just throw a straight punch, then it's got so much less a distance to travel than those hooks that he's so open, you are almost certain to land it. It's round 3. BEKZHIGIT is going to go through here to the quarterfinals, and as I've been mentioning throughout the course of the day, when you find yourself in the quarterfinals, it's not just being on the brink of a medal. That's not just the position you find yourself in. Now you find yourself on the brink of a guaranteed $25,000 US, and that is a serious amount of money. 50,000 if you manage to win a silver medal, 100,000 if you win gold. TOLMACHOV is getting through this. He's getting through it. He's found it difficult right from the off. I did wonder at the start of the fight whether BEKZHIGIT might be skating on thin ice with regard to a point deduction when the referee spoke to him twice about slapping, basically hitting with the inside of the glove, because he does do that. The way he fights, he's always at risk of doing that, but the point deduction has not occurred. Nice combination, quick hands on the inside there from BEKZHIGIT. Big left hand again there from him. TOLMACHOV took that one okay. But too many of them have managed to get through. And he was just walking towards our side of the ring there, TOLMACHOV. You could see the grimace on his face. He's got a few seconds left. Landed a right hand, but held his feet and minded a bit, and the left hand came back from BEKZHIGIT. So that's a comfortable win. That is a comfortable win for Omurbek BEKZHIGIT.
Ladies and gentlemen, we break about 405 to a close at grade B with your judges ruling in favor of your winner by points declared by unanimous decision. To the blue corner from Kyrgyzstan, it's Omurbek BEKZHIGIT.
So through he goes, 2 10-8s there from Morocco. The other 4 judges happy with 3 scores of 10-9, and that's a unanimous decision, and as clear a win as we've seen all day, actually. Sportingly holding up the ropes, holding open the ropes there, BEKZHIGIT for his opponent. He makes his way through to the quarterfinals, and he will face either Robbie Gonzalez of the USA or Odilon Aslonov of Uzbekistan.